Plus introduction. When people ask why they're not sleeping properly, often they don't know that although there are classic reasons for lack of sleep, there are other reasons that aren't so common. These could also be the rationale behind your seemingly endless nights of staring into the darkness, wishing you'll attend sleep. It's going to be that your body is trying to inform you something, and it helps to know a touch about the workings of the physical body. With this understanding, you'll just be ready to get the sleep you've been looking for. Plus adrenal exhaustion. The way that the physical body works is sort of logical. Once you are at rest, your body is in a position to store energy, and this energy is employed once you perform an activity. If you've ever heard the expression, "I am too tired to sleep," what the patient could also be affected by is adrenal exhaustion. If you'll imagine the body being sort of a rechargeable battery, eventually that battery loses all power and may not be recharged. Well, that's what happens to the body during adrenal exhaustion. Plus restless leg syndrome. Once you mention this to insomniacs, often they smile in disbelief. They can't see how moving your legs in the dark would stop you from having the ability to sleep properly. However, scientists are performing on checking out reasons why people with RLS have problems sleeping, and have found that neurotransmitters called glutamate may be the cause, since these were shown to be elevated in people with RLS. Stretch and exercise helps this, so yoga may have the answers for those affected by RLS. Glutamate release from the brain is employed to enhance cognitive development, and thus would be something a person's being might. Plus lack of routine. You'll be wondering how a scarcity of routine can affect your sleep patterns. The very fact is that a lot of people live alone and don't have any structure to their daytime activities. Of these, many also will be inactive, either through lifestyle choice or due to invalidity. Thus, when bedtime comes along for normal people, they don't see that it's important to stay any quite routine. One patient who stayed up until 4 within the morning on a habitual basis couldn't understand his lack of sleep, though what he was doing was actually consumption all of the energy in his system and making himself too tired to sleep. It's necessary that folks do have some plus side effects of medication. If you haven't been getting an honest night's sleep for a short time, it's worth looking up the side effects of any medication that you simply could also be taking. Very often, medications hide a multiplicity of side effects, and a standard side effect is insomnia. Aside from upsetting your paradoxical sleep, which is that the deep sleep that the majority people experience when sleeping normally, medications also can contain content like caffeine and other stimulants which can just be stopping you from sleeping correctly. Blood heat. Once you teach a baby to acknowledge the circadian clock, you're teaching that child the difference between night and day. Darkness isn't the sole indicator that the body should enter sleep mode. In fact, core blood heat plays an enormous part. Your temperature is dictated by your sympathetic systema nervosum, and there's some correlation between the activity of this technique.